buy a minimum. They wouldn't sell small lots of 1,000 rounds or more of ammunition at any given time. And they, at this one particular show, I got details on, they brought in 2 of these great big large trailers full of all kinds of cased ammunition. And in 3 or 4 hours, it was all gone. So I think the American public's catching on. They know something's going to happen, and they're trying to prepare for it because they know that their system hasn't been working for them.
I agree, Bob, and I think the dirty bankers are used to rolling over Cuba and Cambodia and Russia and China. I think they've miscalculated, and I think America's going to find its old vicious instincts, and it's going to be a hell pit. It's going to be an absolute wall-to-wall bloodbath unless the New World Order backs off now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. We are not taking any prisoners. And if they think they're going to hide, they're not. We'll find them.
Well, that's the issue. When this war is all, said and done, I want to make sure all the bankers are arrested. And I mean the elite bankers, not your corner grocer, the delivery boy. Bob Chapman, stay with us. Financial news straight ahead.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Many human illnesses can be attributed to the fact that soil in the United States no longer provides plants with the mineral elements which are essential to human nourishment. Many studies have shown that the majority of Americans are deficient in minerals. Deficiency in any one of the more important minerals actually results in disease. Go to RawOrganicVeganSuperfoods.com today and see the wide range of foods available that are designed to help your mind and body work the way they were intended to. You can also visit the link on PrisonPlanet.com to see some of the amazing products available. Folks, you've got to try this. These foods promote nutritional excellence, health and well-being, beauty enhancement, and truly sustainable agriculture. Many foods today have herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, and insecticides that were not intended for human consumption. Go to RawOrganicVeganSuperfoods.com today and see some of the amazing products available. You are what you eat, so eat what your body needs. Remember to go to RawOrganicVeganSuperfoods.com today. In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement, a personality cultist, who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Millions of Americans are beginning to realize the enormity of the economic and political problems facing the U.S. and the world. And for the first time in their lives, they are feeling the need for preparedness. Ready Reserve Foods has been in continuous operation, manufacturing the finest and dehydrated foods for almost 40 years. Ready Reserve is the manufacturer. Unlike other companies that just broker canned foods, Ready Reserve controls the quality from start to finish with double enameled cans and nitrogen packaging. When purchasing from Ready Reserve Foods, you are buying factory direct at wholesale prices. Other companies are quoting delivery times of 1 to 2 months, while Ready Reserve ships within 5 business days. Many companies do not even offer a catalog. We will be more than happy to send a catalog to you free of charge. Dial 1-800-453-2202, 1-800-453-2202, or visit our website at ReadyReserveFoods.com. Factory direct, wholesale pricing from Ready Reserve Foods. Call us at 1-800-453-2202.
real, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't a dress rehearsal. You're only alive one time. Make it count. Choose which side you're on. Get out of the middle of the road. Don't be hot nor cold, but lukewarm. Choose. You're going to serve the New World Order? Or you're going to serve liberty and freedom and the God of creation? That is the choice. All right, let's go back to Bob Chapman. Bob, I've been asking the questions here. I want you to take a few minutes out to get into anything that you think is important. I would imagine that always seems to be metals. Where do you see the market going in metals, but also in other commodities? We've seen gold and silver racing up, then the big banks trying to pound it down, but it seems they're not having as much success. Chinese starting to dump the dollar, other nations publicly dumping the dollar. How long can this hold, or can they just keep playing games forever? Because normally gold would be going down in the summer. What are we going to see this fall?
Well, I think the rules about gold going down at this time or that time, you can throw them out the window. Because of the intercession into the markets by the United States government and others in the manipulations that have gone on, that anything can happen at any time. The suppression of gold has happened because central banks, in conjunction with one another, were gold sellers, and they have been over the past 10 years or more. And, we saw England selling gold at $275, sold out three-quarters of their gold, and now they're offside about $7 or $8 billion that they threw down the sewer, so to speak. But the point is this. They only had 33,000 tons. My guess is they probably get less than 5,000 tons left. And how they've been deceiving everybody is that they have been leasing gold to bullion market makers, which would be J.P. Morgan or Goldman Sachs, etc. And they would take this gold, and they would either pay 0.5% interest or no interest, or sometimes they get paid to take the gold out of central bank's hands. And they would sell it into the market to depress the price at certain times. Now, what's happened in the interim, the central banks didn't want people to see them doing that, so they leased the gold to the bullion dealers, who in turn sold it. The little trick here is that in their accounting procedure, all of these central banks are holding this leased gold on the books as still having had it, when in fact it was sold long ago. So I tell you that because they don't have much gold left.
That's what I was about to ask you. I've seen that in the news where a lot of big nations and corporations are starting to say, we want our gold out of your vaults.
Well, Germany just asked for theirs. Switzerland asked for theirs. And, I got a question today by email. Well, why are they doing that? Well, very simply, they don't trust the illuminists running the United States government anymore.
That's what I was about to say. When you start seeing countries moving their gold reserves out of private central bank vaults, that is that's like seeing a giant thunderhead with lightning and wind blowing at you, and it's boiling towards you. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that the economic tumult we're already in is just the very leading edge, Bob.
Well, it's like lightning over the Treasury building. And incidentally, Dubai has asked for their gold from the British. And so I think there's a few now countries who would like their gold in their own vaults.
So is this the heading towards the exits?
Be more.
Is this the heading towards the exits?
Yes, I think it is. And I don't think they can get away with this leasing facade much longer. And I don't think they have much gold left to sell in the market anyway. And so I think that this is going to come to an end, and I think it will come to an end as soon as gold and silver break out. And they're both in reverse head and shoulders formations technically, which means, and these are long-term formations, which means that when they do break out, the two of them will go berserk. And I don't think it's very far away. And that's why Ted Anderson and I and others have been saying, look, take this opportunity created by the illuminists of driving the prices of these metals down to where they should not be by buying them. And then when the leverage disappears,